Hey guys, back at it again with another video. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about what no one tells you about insurance sales that could perhaps save your career. And so there are parts of insurance sales that nobody really talks about, but they determine whether you last in the industry or whether you become another statistic. And a few of those things, first and foremost, start with chargebacks matter much more than people realize. So a lot of times the reason I say that do not compare yourself to others is because an agent could be a top producer. They could be closing at a high level, but if none of their business is sticking, they will not last in the industry, right? It's a churn and burn business that they're running where it's a revolving door of people. Because of that, nothing will stabilize, and it's only going to be a matter of time before you burn out of the business. You can close a lot, and a lot of times if that business, like I mentioned, is not sticking, you are just chasing empty volume. That's really all you're doing. Retention is what makes sales meaningful long term. That's how you build your residual. That's how you compound a lot of the customers that you sign up, and that's how you get quality referrals from the business. And for those of you guys, if you're struggling to retain clients, maybe you're good at signing them up. I mean, everyone in the beginning is eventually once you get the hang of things in terms of signing up agents, the next thing is learning how to retain them, because they don't really teach you that as agency owners. They don't really put that into effect. And one thing that we were able to do is that understand that if this person is not going to make a payment, I don't care about the sale. Do not sign them up, because the only thing that's doing is it's teaching you bad habits. Next thing you guys need to know is that some weeks you're going to work hard and you're not going to make as nearly as much as you make or what your normal average would be. And that's okay. It's better to keep that consistent and eventually understand that you're going to ramp up and it's not going to be every single week than to tweak your system every single week and not have something. The second stuff doesn't start going your way, you're going to start changing your system, which come open enrollment, that's going to be very, 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 very difficult to mimic and to practice. Another tidbit on that as well is that the reality that you're not going to make money a certain week, especially if you work hard, that scares a lot of people away. Those inconsistent weeks are why agents are unable to do it for long periods of time. It's just that first year, right? Just understand, if you give it all your first year, the second year, even if you maybe don't have the week that you should, the residual income that you're making from insurance by that point should overcome any slow weeks that you were to have. That's why it makes sense to continue to keep building a career in the insurance business. Winners don't compare themselves to others. Top producers don't care. Obviously, they use it as motivation, bulletin board material. But at the end of the day, they're not sitting there saying, oh my God, I wish I had the systems that they had. Most top producers, they just put their head down, they continue working, they have a strong why, and they double down on their lead investments, even when it feels uncomfortable. And at the end of the day, these are the reasons that they're going to be always ahead of the curve and always ahead of the average agents or the agents that are looking up to them, is because they're not concerned with what's in their rear view mirror. They're only concerned about how to maximize their potential now that they have a system working for them. Agencies avoid talking about this because volume matters more to them. For agencies, guys, you have to look at it from an agency standpoint. They care about volume, they care about numbers, they don't really care how it looks or what it looks like, unless it's fraud, of course. As an insurance agent, you have to understand your number one fan in the industry is going to be yourself. You have to understand that to them, you are merely just a number. And until you prove otherwise, you are going to be treated as such until further notice. It sounds harsh, but it's just the reality of it. I stayed, and a lot of times, people are like, oh, why did you stay in the insurance industry if you weren't having the weeks that you wanted? Because I saw how far I came. I saw how hard it was to get the license. I saw how hard it was to go through COVID. And I saw a lot of the personal stuff that I had to go through, realizing that if I quit now, it's not about letting my family down or any of that stuff, because they already didn't want me to do it to begin with. It was about understanding that I had built something up to this point that if I were to quit now, it would have all been for nothing. And so that is something that I stood by, and that's something that I kept going and helped use as perseverance and consistency for not only months to come, but years to come, and until I was able to get promoted and lead a team to 35 million in team sales and over 52 agents as well. Appreciate you guys for watching. If you guys like videos like this, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you guys very shortly.